High risk. Everyone loves to talk about high risk. Everybody all over the planet thinks that they're also an expert at high risk. So let me tell you something. If you have been denied a merchant account or worse, your funds are frozen, that is not random. And there is a reason that it is happening. And more importantly, you need to understand that there is a way to fix this. Okay. I, at Clutch, I'm going to tell you straight up, I'm one of those experts. We work with businesses every day that banks and processors consider high risk. These approvals that we get for our merchants, they're not luck. Okay, this isn't a luck thing. It comes down to we're preparing you to be presented in the best light to make sure that that approval is as smooth as possible. So step one, let's really start understanding the simplicity of, hey, why are you deemed risky or high risk in the first place? Common triggers for this type of industry is going to be maybe a subscription billing model. Maybe you have a high ticket size, okay? Maybe at the end of the day, you have a chargeback history, or the industry as a whole has higher chargeback histories, maybe not pertaining to you. It could be a digital intangible product. I mean, I could go on and on with peptides and firearms and all that type of stuff. At the end of the day, it doesn't really matter the industry, but you're being judged and evaluated strictly on risk and the likelihood that it may fall into disputes and chargebacks in the future. All right. So you should not be trying to use the wrong processor on the get-go. That's the biggest mistake that we see, is that many businesses, they try to force approvals through what? What am I going to say? Stripe, PayPal, Square, right? You guys all know the common guys. That these platforms, they're not built for high risk. Yeah, sure, dude, you get approved. Anybody can get approved. Snap my finger, I'll get approved. But you're always going to be one review away from getting shut down, because unfortunately, they're not underwriting your accounts at all. They'll approve you, you'll run a transaction, they'll look into you, then bam, you're terminated. Okay, let's get you approved right away. It's going to start with documentation. And nobody likes this part, but I'm going to tell you straight up, this is how it gets done. Okay, you do not want to pass this step. You need your documents prepared for underwriting, because that's where the story starts getting to be painted, right? So let's talk about, hey, got a copy of your driver's license, get some articles of incorporation, avoided check, most basic common things that we're going to ask for. Previous processing statements, and then 3 months of previous bank statements to match that, if it's applicable, right? If you're a startup, I get it, you don't have it, but if you've already been processing, that information is vital. And then to back that, let's get a clear business explanation as to what you're doing and what you're looking to accomplish in the future. If you are going into this application process disorganized, underwriters are going to assume that you are a disorganized business and that you don't have it all together. So let's start doing it the right way. I get it. Oh, I don't have the time to do all this, collecting. Dude, you care about your business, you care about your money, do it the right way. Now, when it comes to websites, if you're mainly website driven, we need all of that to match the documents too, right? So we want you to be prepared from a website standpoint to make sure that it is clear, it is visible, you have privacy policy, you have shipping policies, you have refund policies, you have a contact page, the phone number on your page actually works. Shocker. You wouldn't imagine the amount of times we get things, we call these numbers before we send the application in, and numbers don't even work. Like, let's be real, treat this like it's your business, okay? If your website looks incomplete, if it looks misleading, if it looks vague, you're gonna get declined. Sorry. So let's be smart, let's do this the right way, let's pretend like you care about your business, all right? Processors, they don't like surprises, okay? So what do they want to see? What do they want to see from you? Well, first of all, they want to see consistent volume. They want to see clear fulfillment timelines. They want to see that you have low dispute risk. and they want to see transparent pricing from you. All right. If your business looks predictable, I don't care what industry you're in, if your business looks predictable, you're going to get approved because you're displaying trust to the processor. Therefore, the processor will display trust back. All right. So let's be honest about all of that. And also, let's start being honest with your business model. Okay. Stop going to low risk guys and like misrepresenting what you do. If you're going to misrepresent and mislabel what your business does, because, oh, I know that I can't get approved with subscriptions, so I'm going to hide that. Or I'm going to underestimate the amount of risk that happens in my business. Straight up, fastest way for you to get shut down later on after the approval. Oh, cool, you got approved. Dude, it's not about the approval. It's about lasting. It's about security and stability and having months and years of a consistent merchant account that's going to help you scale. You need to start treating this part of your business like a partnership. And that's where everything is going to start changing for you. A real high risk partner, okay? A partner. They're going to match you with the right banks. We're going to pre-screen your application. We're going to ensure that everything is there. We're going to be able to package everything properly for you. We're going to do a thorough write-up of who you are, the deliverable, the shipping, what your business is about, the expectations, all of that stuff will be set up front. Approvals, it isn't just about your business. It's about how the business is presented. Make sure you have a partner that is going to put that extra attention to detail in that package moving forward, all right? After you get approved, that's awesome. I tell everybody, if they can, get a backup while you're at it. Smart operators are not going to rely on one merchant account. This is your bloodline. And if you get frozen or if you get terminated, you're done. Especially if you get frozen or terminated, what happens? Dude, chargebacks spike, right? You want to be able to pivot overnight. You want to be able to have two accounts at the same time to be able to balance your volume and balance your risk and balance your chargebacks. That's the real strategy, if you can do it. And a true partner will help you and align you with that. They're not going to want to be like, hey, yeah, I want all the business, but I care about your business and making sure that it's sustainable, okay? At Clutch, we're that processor agnostic solution for you, okay? I'm not trying to force everything into one box. I have multiple banking relationships that we're going to look through for your specific need. We're built for high risk flexibility, straight up. I don't believe in contracts. I don't believe in playing around with rates and playing games with your rates or anything like that. We believe that every business deserves to have a true relationship, real support when things get tight. That's what matters. And we're built for those businesses. We're built for those businesses. We keep that in mind during every interaction and every client that we bring on, because we want to get this done correct the first time. That matters to you. You guys want that too. All right. So if you've been shut down, if you've been declined, or maybe you haven't and you're about to apply, do not guess. Reach out. We're going to help you set this thing up right the first time. All right. Again, getting approved, it's not about finding a processor. Getting approved, it's not about anything else but building a business that processors can trust. And that's why you should get Clutch.